So the last ratio in this category, that is turnover ratio, it is working capital turnover ratio. Working capital turnover ratio. And here the formula to find out working capital turnover ratio is net sales by average working capital. Net sales divided by average working capital. Now here we are finding out the efficiency at which the firm is making use of its working capital, how efficiently they are using the working capital of the firm. And how do you find the working capital? We saw that in the previous class, some topic we learned working capital. No, regarding the liquidity ratios, I explained you what is working capital, not what is working capital, how to find working capital. How was that? Working capital is equal to current assets minus current liability. Okay. Working capital is equal to current asset minus current liability. Okay. And here the denominator is average working capital, not the working capital. It is average working capital. So coming to average, again, how to find the average working capital? Opening working capital plus closing working capital divided by 2. That will give you average working capital. So here we are checking how the firm is using its working capital, whether they are making use of it efficiently, effectively for improving their sales. Turnover is sales. So here the main aspect analyzed is the sales. So whether this is efficiently used, working capital, whether working capital is efficiently used for improving the sales. Okay. And what is working capital? It is current assets minus current liabilities. So in this category, the activity ratio or the turnover ratio, all the ratios, they are related to sales or cost of goods sold. Anyway, it deals with the items that appear on the trading account. Nothing else, nothing more than that. Trading account, cost of goods sold, trade means the sales. Okay. Working capital. So working capital, it is the excess of current assets over current liability. How to find working capital? Current asset minus current liability. And you can see current asset minus current liability is equal to working capital. Current assets are the property, inventory, cash. Current liabilities, wages, rent, utilities. So working capital, it will include cash, short-term debts, and operating expenses. It is the excess of current asset over current liability. Is it over? Yes, please. Okay. So here is a problem for you. The cost of sales is given. Current asset, current liability is given. I didn't tell you the formula to find out. Did I tell you? No, I didn't tell you. Ah, yes. Net sales. Net sales divided by average working capital. Okay. Net sales, or you can also use the term cost of sales. Okay. Cost of sales, net sales, or cost of sales. Cost of sales means cost of goods sold. So cost of sales is given 1,50,000. Current asset, current liability is given. So the formula to find out this is net sales divided by average working capital. So working capital, we have to find out the working capital. What is it? Current asset minus current liability. Here, as I already always tell you, when only one figure is given, opening and closing separately, two figures are not given. So whatever is given, that becomes the average working capital. So here we find out only one, that is current asset minus current liability. We get the net working capital. So there is no need to divide by 2 or further calculation. No, not required. So working capital turnover ratio is equal to 1,50,000 divided by 25,000. Over? Yes. So that's all about what was it? Activity ratios. Activity ratios. The first one, liquidity ratio. The second one, solvency ratio over. And the third category, the third family of ratios, activity ratios or turnover ratio, that is also over by now. Okay. Now the next family of ratio is profitability ratio. Profitability ratio. Okay. Now let me ask you. Are you all eagerly waiting to know what is your marks in the exam? Are you all eager to know how much did you score in your examination? Yes or no? Or you just want to know whether you have passed or failed? Is that your attitude? Please switch out the video, everyone. Yes? What do you want to know? Anjo, tell me. You just want to know whether you have passed or failed, or want to know what is your marks? Where do you stand? What do you want to know, Anjo?
Marks.
Yes?
Marks.
Marks. You want to know your marks. And after knowing the marks, what will you do? Okay, you come to know that you have scored. Okay, it's not good marks. So what you do?
I will work on it.
Very good. And if you have scored very good marks?
I will keep.
Very good. Yes, smart answer. Okay. So is that the same plan with everyone? So all of you are waiting for your marks. Am I right? You want to know what is your position. Your intention is not only to know whether you have just passed or failed. No, you want to know where do you stand in the class? What is your position? At least not the ranking aspect, but still you are putting in so much of effort. You take effort to learn. So definitely you want to know, isn't it? You want to know, where am I? What should I do? Whether I should put in more effort, or is this enough? I'll move like this only. Same is the case with business also. So their main intention, main object is definitely to make profits. But knowing the profits, only knowing the profits, that is not enough. They want to know where to improve. Is there any drawbacks? Are they facing any inefficiencies? Anywhere they're backwards? So accordingly, they can improve their performance and improve their profits. So it is this, for this purpose, we compute the profitability ratios. Okay, it is all based on the profits, gross profit, net profit. So as I said, the business, they are also taking so much of risk. So much of efforts are taken by the owners. They have invested money in the business. So they want to know not only whether they have incurred profit or loss, but also their efficiency in operation. Efficiency in operation. So to analyze this, the business compute the profitability ratios. And you can find so many ratios in your textbook. Please open your textbook, read out the ratios given in the textbook. Profitability ratio, take it out. Yes, Aparna, please read the ratios given in the textbook. Did you find a long list? No?
Ma'am.
Okay, okay. Yes, Karthik, can you please read? The ratios only, the list of ratios.
Ma'am, where is it?
Towards the end. Just a second, let me see the page number. So in this category of profitability ratio, the most important ones are these four. Okay, please put a tick near that. Gross profit ratio, net profit ratio, operating profit ratio, return on investment ratio. So that's it. Gross profit ratio, net profit ratio, operating profit ratio, and return on investment ratio. Now let us see about gross profit. Yes, tell me about gross profit. Where do you find the gross profit? Yes, where is it? From where do you find the gross profit?
Trading account.
Trading account. It is from the trading account that you get gross profit. Gross profit. So gross profit ratio, it establishes the relationship between gross profit and net sales. Okay, gross profit ratio, it establishes the relationship between gross profit and net sales. So the formula is gross profit divided by net sales into 100. Gross profit divided by net sales into 100. How to find gross profit? Gross profit is equal to net sales minus cost of goods sold. Yes. Picturize your trading account. Trading account. opening stock, add purchase, direct expense, sales, closing stock. Finish? No? Over? No? The closing, I'm sorry, trading account items. These many other trading account items. On the debit side, you have opening stock, purchases, net purchase. Purchase means purchase minus purchase returns and direct expenses. Coming to the credit side, you have sales minus sales returns, the net sales, closing stock. Now what we do? So this opening stock plus purchase plus direct expenses minus closing stock will give you COGS, cost of goods sold. Right? Now, sales minus cost of goods sold will give you the gross profit. You know how to balance the trading account, the balancing figure of trading account, COGS. Net sales minus cost of goods sold will give you the gross profit. And how about the net sales? Net sales means what? Sales minus sales return, they are the net sales. Okay. So here also we don't have a standard ratio. Don't have a standard ratio. Always higher the ratio, it is better for the firm. That is the interpretation we give. So gross profit ratio, gross profit divided by net sales into 100. It is, so from this you understood, into 100 means what? We express it in the form of percentage. 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 Okay. Yes, here you have a problem. You can do this. Sales 3,25,000. Sales returns 25,000 and COGS directly given to you. COGS means COGS, that is cost of goods sold. So net sales, how will you find out the net sales? Sales minus sales returns. Okay, net sales is equal to sales minus sales returns. You get 3 lakhs. So what is gross profit? Net sales minus COGS. 60,000. So what is gross profit ratio now? It is gross profit 60,000 divided by net sales into 100. So gross profit divided by net sales. This is the formula I have given you. You can also find, instead of net sales, you can see the term revenue from operations. Revenue from operations. This is another term. It is the same as net sales. Revenue from operations. Revenue means the income. Income from the operations. Operations is what? It is the trading activity. Okay. So this is about gross profit ratio. Now, once the gross profit ratio computation is over, the next step is to find out net profit ratio. Yes. After calculating gross profit ratio, we find out the net profit. So, after gross profit ratio, we are going to find out net profit ratio. So what is net profit ratio? It is very similar to gross profit ratio. Earlier it was gross profit, GP divided by net sales. So what is net profit ratio? It is net profit divided by net sales. Okay. Net profit divided by net sales. Now this ratio NP by net sales will help us to know how much profit is available for the shareholders. What do you do with this net profit in a business? The normal business, what we do, this net profit, we will add it to the capital in the balance sheet. Am I right? Okay. Coming to partnership, what we do? Net profit, what are we going to do with the net profit in the partnership? After profit and loss account, we prepare profit and loss appropriation account. We will divide these, distribute these to the shareholder, the partners, and that is added to the partners capital account. Again, we are giving it to the partners, the owners, right? So anyway, and coming to the company aspect, the profit that is distributed to the owners, the shareholders. Okay, so anyway, the net profit, it belongs to the owners. Just a second. Okay, so the net profit, it always belongs to the owners of the business. So coming to the company, it is the shareholders. Regarding the partnership, it is the partners. So anyway, we'll be adding it to the capital. So we are finding out how much capital, how much net profit is available for the shareholders, available for the owners. So that is what we are finding out from this particular ratio, net profit ratio. Okay. So here is a problem for you. Net profit is given 45,000. Sales 6,40,000 and sales returns. So what is the formula? Net profit divided by net sales into 100. Net sales means what? Net sales is sales minus sales return. So sales, it is 6,40,000. Sales return is 40,000. So 6,40,000 minus 40,000, 6 lakhs. What is net profit? 45,000. 45,000 divided by 6 lakhs into 100. Okay. Now suppose I'm asking you if the firm is making net loss. Net loss. Then what about the ratio that we find out? Will that the ratio net profit ratio? All the videos are off. When it is net loss, then also it is possible to find out the ratio, and then it becomes the net loss ratio. The name changes to net loss ratio, and it is not net profit ratio. Okay. If the firm is making net loss. See, please listen to all these points. These are all expected to be asked as MCQ. Operating profit ratio. It is the relation between operating profit divided by net sales. Net sales, you know what it is. Net sales. Sales minus sales return. Gross profit, I'm sorry, operating profit, how to find out? Gross profit minus administrative expenses plus selling and distribution expenses. This will give you the operating profit. So here there is a direct relationship. Please take down this. Direct relationship exists between operating profit and net profit. Net profit. Direct relationship between operating profit and net profit. Operating profit, when it increases, net profit will also increase. So this ratio, it was to find out the overall efficiency of the business. Okay. Overall efficiency of the business. Operating profit divided by net sales. So there is direct relationship that exists between operating profit and net profit. When operating profit increases, simultaneously net profit will also increase. Okay. Question. Sales 3 lakh.
Ma'am, can you see the previous slide?
Yeah, previous slide. Okay. It's time. We'll do the problem in the next class. Okay. It's time to wind up. 5:17. So your project, please take it seriously. By Tuesday, please try to find the balance sheet and let me know. Okay. And I'm repeating, it is your group activity. All the group members should take part actively. And you can decide a leader or anyone among yourself. You can make somebody as a leader and the leader will report to me. And understand each and every concept very clearly. As I said, in your Viva, it will be asked, how did you find this? What is the reason you chose this item here? Likewise, you will be asked to see detailed questions in your Viva. Okay, so I wind up. Thank you all. Thank you so much. See you on Tuesday. Bye.